France at Paul Ricard. Let's take straight into it. We've got a short quali heading into a 50% race, and let's go through the grid. So in the Alfa Romeos we have Dark Nobut and Scheiber 17. Dark Nobut setting the fastest lap so far with a 1:31.9. Then we have the Aston Martin of Kazangol, and then down into the AlphaTauri of Nerdy Average Gamer, the Haas of Jens Hoffer, the Red Bull of Benny, the other Red Bull of Goo, who is Benny coming into the pits now. We have the Mercedes of Wardy, the other Haas of BV Baldi, the Ferrari of Composite. We have the McLaren of Elliott, who's in the pits, the other Mercedes of ASC, other Ferrari of Skipper. We have the Alpine of Mork, the other Alpine of Mr. Delia. We have Ralph in the Williams and Double in the other Williams, and Decentric in the other AlphaTauri. Let's watch a lap of Dark Nobut, see what he sets. So some interesting facts about the circuit of Paul Ricard, and Dark Nobut is coming into the pits. So some interesting facts about Paul Ricard. Length of circuit is 5.8 kilometers, which is about 3.6 miles. 15 turns around Paul Ricard with 2 DRS zones. First Grand Prix here was held in 1971 and was won by Sir Jackie Stewart. Let's go to the second place of Scheiber as he crosses the line to his outlap, and then we'll watch his full lap. Very fast through them corners, and then a very slow corner here. Through 6. And we've got 7 there. A long straight before 8 and 9. And Jens Hoffer goes first with an 1:31.8. So there's only 1 minute left, 1.5 minutes left, and Dark Nobut will see what he can do. Could Scheiber beat the record? Could Scheiber go pole? So he's coming around to the last corner. He needs to go flat out. Schreiber does not improve. And he spins, and he spins. Needs to rejoin the track in a safe manner to avoid anyone else. Dark Nova, will he be able to... No, he's coming into the pits. No, he's not. But he's not going to set a fast lap. I cannot see how many seconds are left. So we'll see if he can... How long has he got left? 0.2 seconds. So he's just going to be able to complete a fast lap. Only just made it through there. Oh, and he's in the wall. He will not be able to complete a fast lap. Schreiber's pushing out and he's gone off. So that will be another one that won't be able to create a fast lap. Wardy is probably the next one down the list that will be able to potentially move positions. He has improved on his sector 2 time. Could this be an improvement? Needs to keep it a clean lap, stay off the lines. Time to beat is a 1:31.8. So let's see. Could it be? He moves up into 4th with a 1:32.2. That was qualifying. Here at Paul Ricard, instead of the use of gravel traps, Paul Ricard uses the blue and red zones with a mixture of asphalt and tungsten. Alright, these blue and red zones will slow you down when leaving track, but it will cost you tyre wear. So next we go into our 50% race. And here we go. If anyone would like to put into the comments of any predictions of what driver you think is going to win, I'll have a look. So here we go with formation lap for the race. It's a wet track, so let's have a look of what tyres everyone's using. Everyone's on the intermediate tyres, so it could be an interesting one. Don't know what the weather's going to be like for the rest of the race, but it could clear up or it could get heavier. Oh, and we've had some disqualifications. Here's pit stop strategy. So it looks like it's going to be an inters all race. And I wonder what's happened with the disqualifications. We're just 2 people disqualified. So we have the Alfa Romeo of Scenic Kitchen, who someone was hoping to score some points, but this is only a pre-season race, so no points today. And double, both disqualified, so we'll see what happens when the race starts. So they all go to they didn't make their they didn't take their formation lap, so they should all be fine for the race start, and we'll see. And Wardy is another one who's been and the average gamer. There's a few people. No worries. Waiting for race start. Another one disqualified, another one disqualified. A few people being disqualified from the session. Not entirely sure what's happened there. And we are just waiting for race start. That is because there is someone still coming around the track right now to take the back of the grid. I believe it is people missing the grid start position as he passes through the other driver there. Don't see that in real Formula 1. Let's get to the front driver, and away they go. So the Haas gets away well. Oh, that was a Red Bull round the outside. But the Haas stays in front of Jens Hoffer, followed by Schumer in the Alfa Romeo and followed by Benny in the Red Bull. He gets away well and pulls away a good gap. Oh, and someone is out of the race already. There is a Red Bull and the Red Bull of Goo and the McLaren of Reliot. Goo has carried on, but he's now 5 seconds behind the Williams in front of him, as Jenna holds a good lead. But the Alfa Romeo looked up the inside there. There's a sector 2. And that's the Mercedes of ASC going off. As Jens holds a good lead. A 1 second lead, so pulling away well. And doesn't look like they'll be catched in the next coming laps. They're doing very well. I know it's only been lap 1, but and then they've put in a fast lap with a 1:53.5 on a wet track. Let's go down into Dark Nova. The other Alfa Romeo moves up. Oh, and there's a little battle going on here. Is he going to go up the inside? He's not. And we have a penalty, a 3-second penalty for Scenic Kitchen. And Benny Bruno is also awarded a 3-second penalty for track limits. So that everyone needs to be very careful, not going off the track, because otherwise penalties will incur. A big gap between the front three, and then it's Sheba sets the fastest lap with a 1:46. And ASC sets the fastest lap with a 1:45.4. Got a lot to recover if he wants to do well in this race, but there's still 24 laps to do, so anything's possible. Let's watch the onboard of Jens Hoffer. Very smooth driving. And Baldy moves up. BV Baldy moves up. Jens Hoffer doing well. Mr. Dinalia has moved down into 9th. So watch him. Doing very well. Gain some positions. Gain 2 positions. Mr. Scenic Kitchens moved up 7 positions since the start of the race, and is looking to do very well as he's gaining on the cars in front of him. Although there's cars close behind him as well, so could go either way. Back to the leader of Jens Hoffer. Who's doing this very smoothly. And Doubles moved down a few positions. And he's gone off the track. Some overtakes there. Dark Nova's getting quite close to his teammate in second. So there could be a little battle between teammates here. It's getting very close. Could there be a little battle between teammates? I'll hide this. No, his teammates pulled away quite well, so might be a battle next map. We'll have to see. All the Red Bulls quite close behind him. And BVB Baldy has had to rejoin track because he went off. Jens Hoffer with an incredible race, and BVB Baldy is gone into the pits. Let's watch his pit stop. Don't know if he's got a damaged front wing, but let's see what they do. It doesn't look damaged. No. On first one onto wets. First one onto wet tyres. So could he be playing the right strategy and going wets? We'll see. That's another one off. That's the Red Bull off. It's very close. As the Red Bull goes up the inside. Oh, doesn't make it stick. Only one stop so far. BVB Oldie. So we'll see how everyone gets on. Is it getting wetter? Do they have to come in for wets? We'll see. There's a few people coming into the pits. What tyre are they choosing? He's stopped. He's serving his time penalty. And then they get to work. And they go wets. And I couldn't see what the tyre was. That's wets as well. So everyone is going wets. And clearly that does look like a lot of rain. The track is getting wetter. So it's up to the front runners when they want to pit. Let's watch this battle between the Alfa Romeo of Dark Nobert and Benny Bruno in the Red Bull. If Benny Bruno was to come into the pits, he's got a Dark Nobert's got a 3-second time penalty. So if Benny Bruno was to come into the pits, he would have he's got a 13-second gap to the car behind him, and that looked like there was contact there. And Jen Hoffer comes into the pits. It's clearly getting a wetter track. The top three come into the pits. As Dark Nobert goes into the lead. A Nerdy Average Gamer gets a 3-second field time penalty due to multiple warnings. So all Dark Nobert has to do now is keep this on the track. Keep this on the track and then make it round, complete a pit stop. The running so far is Dark Nobert, a 16-second gap down to Composite in the Ferrari. Then Mr. Delia in the Alpine just behind him. So we'll see. So Dark Nobert coming around 8 and 9. Needs to just keep it on the track. It's a very wet track. It's a very, very wet track. Round 10. Needs to come round 10, round 11. Oh, going slowly. That does not seem good. Needs to pick up the pace a bit. I'm not entirely sure what happened there. A safety car. A safety car. Apparently. And Benny Bruno doing so well as DNF'd. And Dark Nova's coming into the pits. A nice stop now for a set of wets. So that will mean Composite will go into the lead as he's not come into the pits. Composite is there and not coming into the pits yet. So it's a Composite, Mr. Delia, and then Jens Hoffer will most likely. No, Dark Nova stays in front of Jens Hoffer. So they're all going to wets. Someone in the comments has said it's going to be dry soon, and the rain doesn't look like it's calming down. So I'm not sure. Not sure if it's going to be dry, but we shall see. They follow behind the Mercedes safety car. Goo has gone back into the pits and he's out. There's still 3 people. Inters will work well. They can, if it doesn't dry and it just gets wetter. So we'll see. Composite goes into the pits. Five-second penalty for Decent Kitchen. Severe collision with Ralph. Didn't see the collision, but let's have a look. Oh, and he's not got a front wing. That would be a severe collision under safety car conditions, driven into the back of Ralph. So there's going to have to be a pit stop there for Desync if he wants to. Scenic Kitchen if he wants to carry on with the race and do well. Because you're not going to get around a wet track with no front wing. Mr. Delia out in front after Composite stopped, and it looked like there's a position change back there, but it should have been, unless So there's a 3-second penalty for Dark Novit, 3-second penalty for ASC, a 3-second penalty for Nerdy Average Gamer, a 8-second penalty for Scenic Kitchen, 8-second for Mork, a drive-through penalty for Composite, and a 10-second penalty for BVB Aldi. Only 2 drivers not completed a stop so far, and still on the inters. Now the average gamer gets a 5-second penalty, and then someone else gets a 5-second. I didn't see who it was. It was Scenic Kitchen gets a 5-second penalty for crashing, well, for a severe collision, and ASC is out of the race. I didn't see what happened there. And Composite comes to a stop. I have to stay behind him. Not entirely sure what happened. Scenic Kitchen has just left the pits. And the safety car is most likely going to stay out for a bit longer. So we'll just run through the penalties again as someone else got penalties. So we've still got Scenic Kitchen now with the 8-second penalty, and the safety car is probably going to stay out an extra lap. Let's go on board with Mr. Delia in the Alpine, and we'll just sit here and we'll watch them. I was wrong, safety car in this lap, safety car in this lap. So, as he comes round turn 12, well, as the safety car comes to turn 12, and the Alpine comes round turn 12 now, okay, we're going to get racing very soon. Nerdy Average Gamers on gone back to inters. Could it be the right choice? As they get underway again, and we're back racing. So the Alpine of Dark Nova, the Alfa Romeo of Dark Nova that's close behind. And the Alfa Romeo goes through, and Dark Nova takes the lead. Now all he has to do is keep the lead. But could Mr. Delia be right staying on inters? So with the 3-second penalty that Dark Nova's got, he's got to get a good 3 seconds in front of Mr. Delia to win the race. He's pulling away quite well. Maybe wets are the way to go. So should Mr. Delia stop, or should he carry on? He's got a 2.7 second lead, 2.8 second lead. And we're only a lap after the safety car, so he's pulling away quite well. Could it be time to stop for wets for Mr. Delia? I know he's keeping in front of the people behind him, and there's 2 people stopping in the pits. What are they going into the pits for? They're both on wets. What are they stopping for? Composite taking his drive-through penalty, and D-Cynic stops for Inters. Mr. W not doing well on Inters, so is Inters the way to go? Or should everyone be going on to wets? In Sector 2 we have a yellow flag. Oh, the Williams comes up the inside. Oh, he takes a look at it, but he doesn't go for it. But the Alfa Romeo is close behind him. Very close battles going on there. Here we have Jens Hoffer, who started the racing first, and he's now down into third, but quite close to the person behind, person in front in the Alpine. Dark Nova is still in the lead. Just needs to Shiva gets a time penalty, 3-second time penalty from track limits, multiple warnings. Mort goes into the pits. What tyre is he going to put on? And Goo goes into the pits as well. We go wet tyres. Oh, they're going for intermediate tyres, and so are they. And a new front wing. So everyone going back to, could be going back to Inters. So Mr. Delia could be right. He could. Dark Nova might have to pit again to go from his wets back to his Inters. And that's a 3-second time penalty for Goo. Mr. Delio is clawing it back quite quickly. Let's go on board with him. Doing well. And he's quite quickly coming back at Dark Nova. So it could be time for Dark Nova to stop and change to Inters. He's had a flag in Sector 2 as Wardy goes off. Wardy is out of the race. We're going for a safety car again. So Scenic Kitchen gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings as they all move up past That is a safety car. That is a safety car. And Double gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. A few time penalties going on. Let's have a look at them. As Dark Nobles comes into the pits, and Double gets a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. Dark Nobles coming into the pits for he'll serve his 3-second penalty, and he's going to probably change to the intermediate tyres. No, he's going to the softs, the medium tyres. As Double goes into first, but he has got a drive-through time penalty, so he's gonna have to serve that in the next few laps. So that's, I have an 8-second penalty for No The Average Gamer, a 3-second time penalty for Dark Nova, who is on the medium tyres. We have hard tyres on Jens Hopper, medium tyres from Shiba, the hard tyres from BVB Aldi with a 10-second penalty, and we have a 6-second time penalty with Scenic Kitchen. Mork has an 8-second time penalty. Composite is in 13th, and Goo has a 3-second time penalty and is on the medium tyres. So I think it could be time for the wet tyres to go, and now we have a mix of, we have one on wet tyres, a few on the intermediates, and then 2 on the hards and 4 on the mediums. But we'll have to see when we go racing of how successful these tyres are. The track does look still a bit wet, but we'll see how they get going. Is it too early to pit for softs? Most likely. But if some of the intermediate tyres, if some of the inter runners wait a few laps, then we could see them going soft. And Double is in the pits, and what's he going to be pitting for? He's pitting for the mediums. As he comes out, and he's now in 12th place. And Goo spins. Let's hope it's not them let's hope it's not them medium tyres, as quite a lot of people are now changing to them. BVB Aldi gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, and he comes into the pits. So I'm not sure what happened there. So he's in the pits. So is Goo. So what will they change to? That's a front wing and changing to the medium tyres, and that was changing to the hard tyres. No The Average Gamer now in front. It's been a mad race. There's been lots of The Average Gamer has gained 6 positions, so it's doing well. Dark Nova's still where he started. Mr. Delia has moved up 8 positions. Jens Hoffer is in 4th, who's moved down 3 positions. Doubles are going to have to serve his time penalty. So we've had 2 stops, a 1 stop, 3 stops and a 5 stop this race. So it's a bit of a mad one. All on different tyres. So we'll see who gets the strategy right. We're just waiting for BVB Oldie and Goo, who are coming around turn 10 now to catch up to the rest of the pack. Let's go on board with Nerdy Average Gamer as he sits behind the safety car. Is it worth anyone still in the intermediates to pit? That is the question. We can't see the pace of the medium tyres until the race gets back underway. This is a good chance for the medium tyre runner to get some heat into them tyres. Safety car is coming in this lap, so it's too late now for the intermediate runners to pit. As they come around turn 11, safety cars go around turn 12. The average gamer still in the intermediates as he comes round turn 15, and then we go racing again. And Mr. Nelia comes into the pits for softs, and we've seen every Pirelli tyre. And he comes out. Every Pirelli tyre this race. Oh, and Goo is off, and he's going to have to pit because he has no front wing. Nerdy Average Gamer's pulled away a 4-second lead, and Dark Nova is a 3-second time penalty, and there's a battle going on here between Skipper and Kazingol. As Skipper goes through, Kazingol's close behind. All the top seven cars are all intermediate, so let's see how they hold up against. He is the first runner on the dry tyres. Oh, and that was a little slip, and Mr. Delia has a 3-second time penalty, but Dark Nova is sliding all over the place. Maybe it was right to stay on the intermediates. No, the average gamer does have a huge lead. For only 8 laps left. BV Aldi's got a 10-second time penalty for corners cutting. In sector 1, sector 2, who's gone off? That is the pit lane. That is double coming out of the pits, and that's him going into the pits. And this will be him serving his drive-through penalty, and Mr. Delia is coming into the pits. What is he going to change to? As he's on 2 stops already, so he's going on to the medium tyres. Lots of people get into time penalties. Double just popped up, but Mork's got a 3-second time penalty. We'll go through the penalties quickly, as most drivers have got penalties. So we have leader with Nerdy Average Gamer has an 8-second time penalty. Skipper in second, no penalties for him. Cousin Goal, 3-second time penalty. Ralph, no penalties. Mork has an 11-second time penalty. Composite with 3 seconds. Scenic Kitchen with 11. Dark Nova with 6. Oh, and there's some position changes as Ralph comes into the pits. Nerdy Average Gamer sets. Oh, Skipper sets the fastest time with a 142.8. Sorry. That's 3 people in the pits. That's a medium. That's going to be a soft. It's a bit of a mad race. So it's a medium tyre, 2 mediums and the soft tyres. Nerdy Average Gamer still in the lead with not that much. He had a 4-second lead and now it's only a 1.3-second lead. So let's see if he can keep it up. And they are all passing the DC BV Oldies got a 5-second penalty for ignoring blue flags. And Jens Hoffman has a 3-second time penalty as Nerdy Average Gamer is coming into the pits. For what tyre? It's going to be a dry one. He comes in for the softs as top 4 pit. He comes in for the mediums. We've got Dark Nova back in the lead. On the medium tyres, he does have a time penalty, but it seems like most people do. So we'll see where this after the race it puts him. With these time penalties, it could be Ralph in 5th, who if he makes a few passes or any more penalties get handed out, he could be the one to take the lead. It's flying up very close to the Ferrari there. Oh, could he make a pass? Right behind the Ferrari. He was right behind the hat of Jens Hopper. It's very close. Scenic Kitchen passes composite. As we watch this, as he gets very close. Oh, Ralph in the Williams, as he has DRS now. We'll have a look at this battle back in a minute. As we go to the person in first with Dark Nobert. Only 5 laps left of this race. And a very mixed set of tyres. So as we started the race with the 2 Alfa Romeos in second and third, both Alfa Romeos have now moved up to first and second. With the pole position now in third. It's been a hectic race and we're back in a very similar position with the top 3 as where we started. But it could all change with as Ralph's up in 4th and quite close to the back of the Haas as he's just passed the Ferrari. And Gu has a 3-second time penalty. Ralph the only one with no penalty so far. Extremely clean driving from him. And cousin goal with the Aston Martin sets a 1:35. The 1:35.5. And Mr. Delia sets a 1:34.4 with Alpine. Everyone just needs to stay clean racing. Doesn't look like there'll be any more rain, so it won't mix up the order too much. There's some big gaps there. If Ralph can make some moves, he could be in he's already in with a chance of a podium, so he could be in with a chance of a first place finish. Moved up 12 positions in this race. Some amazing driving from him. So, well, Burr setting a faster lap than Shiva in second. Mr. Delia currently holds fastest lap point for 1:34.4, and he's the only car with a 1:34. Cousin Goal gets a 3-second time penalty. We'll go back through into the penalties. So an 8-second penalty for Dark Nobert will stay in the lead with the 6-second penalty. Shiva will move down into well, would have moved down into third if Jens didn't have a penalty, but it does look like Ralph will be moving up to third. Obviously 2 laps left, and as we've seen from the start of this race and pretty much every lap, anything can happen. We've got BB Boldy in bottom with a 28-second time penalty. So we'll see what happens. The Ferrari's quite close. The Ferrari of Skipper is quite close behind him. So let's see if Skipper can make a move. Ralph is holding off. Can Skipper make the pass on Ralph? It's getting very close. Oh. He takes a look up the inside, a little look there. Oh. Needs to stay right behind him if he wants to make this pass. And he takes a look up the inside. And he goes for it. He goes for the inside. And he makes the pass. Can Ralph fight back? And we have Cousin Goal is out of the race. Can Ralph fight back? He's on 1 lap older tyres, so they're not that much older. He just needs to push. Has DRS down here. He's not going to make it on the straight, but he gets a lot closer. As the next straight comes up, there's 2 DRS zones on here. Not this straight, but you have the straight in between turns 7 and 8, and then you have the main straight in between turns 15 and 1. There's only 15 turns on this circuit. We're going into the last lap of the race. And we have a yellow flag in sector 2. Doesn't look like Ralph will catch up, and Nerdy Average Gamer is close behind Ralph now, and he makes the pass up the inside. Oh, and there was contact. There was contact there. Kazangol binned it, coming out of the final corner, trying to get Nerdy Average Gamer. So that's where Kazangol managed to end his race a few laps ago. Don't know if now finishes the race. So just wait for everyone else to finish, and it will decide the 5-second penalty for Jen Hopper for not serving the time penalty. Ralph moves up to third, just behind both Alfa Romeos, so that's well done from the Alfa Romeo team today. So Ralph in the Williams up to third, Jen Hoffer in fourth, Skipper in fifth in the Ferrari, Nerdy Average Game Up in sixth, Morg in seventh, Composite in eighth, Scenic Kitchen in ninth, Mr. Delia in 10th. That's the end of the points finishes. Obviously it's pre-race, it's a pre-season race, so no points are handed out today, but we'll be starting next week. So thanks for watching this pre-season race. Kick off next week as Ralph Berg gets driver of the day. Kick off next week, round 1 in Australia. So join us 8 PM GMT here at Delta T Racing. And thank you. And good night. We'll let you watch the podium and then we're off. Very well done to the top 3 drivers there. To the people watching, I hope you enjoyed. You can put in the comments if you liked it, if you enjoyed my commentary, and thank you.